Hi, everyone. We have tried this, I think, 3 times.
Woo!
Yay for being an entrepreneur and trying to fix things. So if you don't know
Yay.
who I am, well, it's in my audience, but my name's Elaine Liu. I'm a business and career coach, and I'm super excited to have my Aligned Action Mastermind client, Cassandra, here. Uh,
Hi.
where are you from and what do you do?
So I am originally from Virginia, but now I live out in Madrid, Spain, and I'm a brand strategist and copywriter.
And so I know you decided to join the mastermind on Friday, but can you share what results you've already gotten to our viewers?
Yeah, so actually right after the call I had with you to confirm enrolling in the mastermind, I had another meeting and then it was with a large client and that I secured a 10K contract. And then we had, which is amazing because that was my first one. And then we had our meeting, I guess our coaching meeting yesterday. And I was just
Yeah, our
telling
first
you, yeah,
session.
our first session. And I was just telling you about what we made or what I've made, everything that I've done. And we realized that I hit 17K. But then, like all good Asians, I double checked all the contracts that I actually won throughout the whole month, starting from November 1st. And after adding it up, I realized it was 20K.
So long story short, she realized after doing the real math was making 20K within, you just started Friday, so that was about 5 days ago, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Where were you at in your business when you first met me?
Um, when I first met you, I think I was in this weird cycle of I had some leads, but it was hard for me to close. And I was already, since working with you, I already feel confident. But before working with you, 5 days ago, I didn't feel confident. And then I also was struggling to sell my services and also realize the actual value that I brought in. So
Mm-hmm.
I undersold a lot and also priced myself extremely low, even though my entire idea and belief is that I want to create a sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah.
And since our first coaching call, or even just the first call where we got connected, you were like, yeah, you're not this is not sustainable. Which really opened my eyes because since that first call, I changed prices because we talked about that and then I pitched it and then it actually worked. So it's just been one thing after the other, just kind of falling into place.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've worked with other coaches as well, but what has made me different so far? And why did you
Um,
want to work with me?
so I wanted to work with you specifically because I found you through Rising Tide because you won 20 on the Rise.
And so did
And
you.
yes, which is very cool. And everything that you said about community, collaboration, connection really, really hit home for me. And
Mhm.
a lot of people say it these days, and I know a lot of other coaches also say it. So that's why I stalked the crap out of you and also stalked the other aligned action mastermind people and actually saw that what you were saying was real. It wasn't just oh yeah, community, but
It wasn't just like the marketing that you see. Like I actually mean
yeah,
it.
yeah, you
Well, you
actually
can't
meant
fake
it.
pictures. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's why I was
You
like,
could fake copy, but you can't fake pictures and what
exactly.
people look like when they're
Yeah,
talking
because
to
I was
you.
like, oh, she's talking about actual community, and there are people in these photos that are actual people. But it wasn't because how some people use stock photos to
Yeah.
show community. I was like,
Yeah.
no, these are women of color as well, or women who don't necessarily fit into the stereotypical mold of what an online coach, entrepreneur, whatever looks like. I was like, yeah, you can't fake that because there were people who looked like me, or people who had super short hair, or people who had
Yeah.
super long hair, or people dressed a certain way. And I was like,
Oh, and guess who's watching right now? Monica.
oh, hi, Monica.
Hi, Monica's in the mastermind too, and
Yeah.
she's supposed to be on vacation right now, calling you out
Oh,
in
what is she
England.
doing?
Oh, are you in England or Scotland? I don't know. She's
Oh,
not.
you're on my side of the world.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
Oh,
anyway, sorry.
amazing.
Continue. So you're stalking me. You saw that I actually have real community and talk to real people
Yeah,
rather
and
than
everything
stalk.
you said too was about building a legacy. I think it hit home, but I just
Mm,
didn't know why it hit home, especially because my parents are first generation well, I'm first generation. My parents are immigrants. And then during the coaching call, while we did like the meditation in the beginning, I was like, wow, this is actually like something that now makes sense. And
Yep.
it brought it out when in the beginning I kind of knew, but I just didn't realize why it was so important to like live out what my parents have done and like do more because they sacrificed and like went through all of these things.
And for those that are watching this, what she's talking about, because I'm not just all strategy, I'm very holistic, which Cassandra got to experience. We had our first like 2-hour intensive yesterday. But I do a very deep like guided meditation where it's your past, present, and future self. And I tend to make a lot of people cry, including Cassandra.
Definitely didn't expect it. I was like, I just met you. This is weird. And you were like, it's okay, cry. Like, no.
And I know people are hesitant. I mean, you haven't gotten into the group call yet. You are going to go this week, but you've gotten to know the community within the Facebook group. But can you describe your experience with the group of girls that are in the mastermind as well and what you like about them? You have actually talked to a couple of them one-on-one.
Yeah, I talked to a few of them. I actually talked to Monica because I got on a call with her and she actually explained because I was like, I need to talk to real people before I join this thing. And she shared her experience, which was awesome. And then I connected with, I don't know if I remember her name, but her Instagram handle is at Room to Rise.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think she's
That's
Monica's
Kat,
roommate.
which is Monica's roommate.
Yes, so I connected with her, and then even just like the first day, we talked about self-care, and it was just so funny because I was like, this is like a real thing. We're not just saying like, I'm going to get a manicure and I'm going to get a massage. People were like laying it all out. I don't know if we want to share it. But
we can't say it publicly, but yeah, people are like, oh, I'm going to, well, you know, in a very
take care of myself.
Yeah, take action and take care of myself. That's all we got to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cassandra, for keeping it appropriate in here. What have you learned so far from me and from the mastermind?
Well, so far from you, because I haven't had the group call yet, but from you to break down everything into hours, and like actually looking at it like that, besides what I usually do, which is guesstimate. Can't really take a business seriously if I guesstimate. And then also the fact that you just called me out and you were like, you can't be cute, Cassandra. And that's something which is so funny because I've dealt with that like practically all my life. And the fact that like we didn't really even know each other, but you were like, yeah, I know that this is probably just like your personality, but like, no, you can be cute, but like be a business owner at the same time. And I was like, oh yeah, I
can. And she has. I mean,
and I have, because I mean, 20K month. Hello.
Can you tell people what month, how much you wanted to make when you first talked with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, actually. It's kind of funny because when you actually figured out that I made 17K, and then when I actually did the math, and I was like 20K. When I first talked to you, I was telling you that I wanted to, because I was making maybe 1,000 to 1,200 on a good month. I wanted to hit a 5K month in November, and I even wrote it down all over my planners, all over like my journals and stuff. I like meditated on that. I tapped on it, and then I just remember when I first told you that, you looked at me and you didn't say anything, thank the Lord. But you kind of were like, oh, okay, if that's all you want. And I was like, yeah, because like that's how much you can live comfortably here in Spain. And you're like, oh yeah, if that's what you want, like we can do that. And then I hit the 20K and I was like, whoa, totally different.
And she 4x'd what she was. And just so you guys know, like we already have 13 people in the mastermind. Might have 2 by the end of this week. I'm super excited.
Woo.
2 more. So I'm super excited about that. But the wait list is, I'll just put the wait list below because doors have already closed. And if you're interested, we could talk about it. But I also just announced that I have my holiday party. So would love to have you there. And it's actually a 2020 goal setting brunch. But Cassandra, I know you had doubts working with me. So what doubts did you have and what advice would you have to anyone who's kind of on the fence?
So I've worked with coaches before, and I've had different experiences with many of them. Some of the doubts was I saw that your tech success and everybody saying 10K, 20K, more K, and I was like, okay, that's good for them, but I don't know if that's like good for me, and I didn't know if I could actually reach that. But then I don't know. I feel like once I found your account and I started like stalking you, it just I knew I would join the mastermind. I just needed to like, think it through. Like it was always that underlying, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I just needed to
Yeah.
talk to you. And then once I talked to you and you weren't like shoving it down my throat, and you were actually like, okay, I will tell you yay or nay. And then we had a follow-up call just to make sure. And then you even connected with like all these people, and it just felt very natural. So it felt good. And then I guess advice for anybody who is looking for a coach. If it feels icky to you, like I think in your gut, that's probably a sign that it's not going to work out. And if you already feel skeptical, then you shouldn't. And also, I think if your coach can't show like testimonials or even just refer you to somebody and then that somebody is willing to get on a phone call with you, then I wouldn't do it. Because, I mean, just because you connected me so randomly with Monica through Instagram, and then Monica was like, yeah, I'll hop on a call. And then it just felt good to talk to her too. And she didn't feel fake about it. Monica, if you're listening, thanks.
I think she's still watching. I see her. I just don't see any comments. Well, it's also, isn't it late over there? Yeah, it's late over there.
It's like almost 7.
Yeah. I know. I'm going to see you at like another call later today.
Yes.
No, but that's all really great advice. Like I never push anyone to want to work with me, because if I push someone, it ends up not being a great relationship both ways. I'm not even saying that you're going to be a horrible client. It's a relationship. And I always keep it open for people to talk to my past clients. So thank you for sharing that, Cassandra.
Yeah, of course.
And congratulations on the 20K.
Thanks. I was just talking to my boyfriend. We're celebrating with hamburgers and Popeyes, because Popeyes just came over to Madrid.
Do you guys have the chicken sandwich?
Yes, we do. We got the chicken sandwich. I'm about to try it finally.
By the way, I know you guys hear the American accent. She is from America originally, but she moved to Spain because she has the romantic story of finding like a hot Spaniard guy.
Of course.
I told her she should run a business on how to find a hot Spaniard.
I don't know about it.
That's not appropriate.
No.
Well, thank you so much, Cassandra, for your time.
And of course, thanks for having me.
And if you guys are interested and you want to be on the wait list, I'll put the link below or DM me. I'll put more information about my holiday party below. But thank you, Cassandra. Thanks for volunteering your time.
Of course. See you in a little bit.
Bye.